The 2025 Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort promised excitement with championship leader Oscar Piastri and teammate Lando Norris locking horns for pole position. With challenging fast-banked corners and tight technical sections, the stakes were high for drivers and teams returning from the summer break. Here's an in-depth look at everything from qualifying to the dramatic finale. Qualifying set the tone with an epic duel between McLaren teammates. Piastri edged Norris by just 0.012 seconds, setting a pole time of 1 minute 8.662 seconds. This was Piastri's fifth pole of the season and demonstrated his improved qualifying form, having reversed the teammate deficit from 2024. Norris was a close second, followed by home favorite Max Verstappen in third. Isack Hadjar impressed by claiming fourth for Racing Bulls, showing strong pace beyond the usual top teams. Carlos Sainz qualified ninth for Williams, showing decent performance amidst tough midfield competition. At the lights, Piastri launched cleanly, defending his lead into the first fast corners. Norris held second, with Verstappen and Hadjar jostling for third. The tight first corner presented early overtaking opportunities but also risks. Several drivers caught tight lines around the banking and curb on turn 3, testing their throttle control and car balance. Hamilton struggled early, losing places while managing Ferrari's tricky conditions. The race's first safety car came out after Hamilton lost control on a wet patch at turn 3 and crashed into the barriers, unpacking the track. His exit was disappointing for the 7-time world champion and added chaos to the early race order. The safety car neutralized the field, erasing gaps and forcing teams to rethink strategy on the fly. Post-safety car, Piastri established a good rhythm, managing tire degradation expertly on the demanding Zandvoort surface. Meanwhile, Norris and Verstappen engaged in a tactical cat-and-mouse battle for second, both conserving tires while looking for overtaking chances in the few viable zones. A pivotal moment came on lap 53, when Kimi Antonelli attempted an ambitious pass on Charles Leclerc. The move ended in contact, spinning Leclerc into the barriers and forcing him out. This brought out another safety car period, disrupting team strategies and tightening the order once again. Midfield drivers such as Hadjar and Sainz fought hard for valuable points, exploiting slight mistakes by rivals. Ferrari drivers faced struggles, compounded by setup challenges and race incidents, with Leclerc notably spinning off later in the race due to contact from teammate Antonelli. With about 7 laps to go, Norris was running in a strong second place, poised to mount a challenge for victory. Suddenly, his McLaren suffered an oil leak, forcing an abrupt retirement, a cruel blow to the British driver and McLaren's hopes for a home race 1-2 finish. This retirement promoted Verstappen to second, who held off fierce pressure from Isack Hadjar to secure his podium on home soil. Hadjar's maiden podium was a standout story of the race, showcasing Racing Bull's growing competitiveness. Oscar Piastri took full advantage and controlled the final laps with composure, crossing the line untouched for a commanding maiden Dutch GP win. Verstappen and Hadjar completed the podium, while the battle for remaining point spots involved tactical defense and opportunistic overtaking. Throughout the race, pit strategy and tire management played an essential role. Multiple safety car periods compressed the field, forcing teams to rethink their planned pit windows. Drivers on the soft and medium compounds had to carefully balance pace and tire conservation, especially on the abrasive Zandvoort surface, known for high degradation. The race ended under clear skies, rewarding drivers who managed the treacherous tire wear and track conditions best. Zandvoort places heavy stress on the braking systems and suspensions due to its repeated heavy braking zones, followed by rapid acceleration. Teams had to calibrate brake cooling carefully to prevent overheating while ensuring consistent stopping power. Suspensions required stiff settings to handle the curb's aggressive edge, especially without losing tire contact or mechanical grip. A critical technical decision was the downforce trade-off between the high-speed sections and the need for low drag along the straight. Teams experimented with different rear wing angles and floor features to optimize cornering grip versus straight-line speed, impacting lap times and overtaking potential. This balancing act was visible in lap time differentials during long runs. The Dutch Grand Prix also highlighted power unit performance under demanding conditions. High ambient temperatures and rapid elevation changes put thermal stress on engines and energy recovery systems. Some teams encountered cooling challenges and minor reliability issues, emphasizing the importance of efficient power unit packaging and cooling strategies. Pit stop timing was crucial due to tire wear patterns and the track's limited overtaking zones. Most teams opted for two-stop strategies to maintain competitive pace, balancing between pushing for track position and preserving tire life. The timing of pit windows often influenced race outcomes, especially with safety car opportunities narrowing strategic flexibility. Variable wind conditions at Zandvoort additionally challenged aerodynamic stability, especially through high-speed sectors and Turn 3's banking. Crosswinds caused mid-corner instability, requiring drivers to adapt steering and throttle inputs dynamically. Track temperature changes throughout the race also affected tire pressures and car handling. Variable wind conditions at Zandvoort additionally challenged aerodynamic stability, especially through high-speed sectors and Turn 3's banking. Crosswinds caused mid-corner instability, requiring drivers to adapt steering and throttle inputs dynamically. Track temperature changes throughout the race also affected tire pressures and car handling. Zandvoort's layout, with its fast, sweeping, banked corners and tight chicanes, made overtaking challenging. Nevertheless, drivers showcased skillful maneuvering in key sections such as turns 1, 3, and 7. Piastri's defense against Verstappen's repeated attacks was notable, with precise car placement and throttle control. Lando Norris displayed aggressive yet calculated moves before his retirement, battling staunchly for every position. The race saw safety car deployments, which presented challenges for tire temperature maintenance and strategy recalibration. Teams had to quickly adjust race plans while drivers struggled to keep tires in optimal operating windows despite slower laps, showcasing the technical interplay between race control factors and performance. From a technical perspective, the Dutch Grand Prix served as a learning ground for teams on optimizing aerodynamic packages for circuits with demanding directional changes and limited overtaking. Efficient cooling, brake management, and setup adaptability emerged as key areas for development. Overall, the 2025 Dutch Grand Prix was a race of highs and lows. Piastri solidified his championship lead, Norris suffered a cruel twist, and Ferrari grappled with costly incidents. The collisions and safety cars injected unpredictability, while the technical demands of Zandvoort provided a perfect backdrop for a thrilling race full of learning points for teams and drivers alike.